What's going on, guys? This is kind of a surprise video. I really didn't plan on making another video this week, but due to all the surprise content that have come out throughout the past couple of days, I figured it is necessary to make a video talking about some of it so you have a better understanding of one, what it is, two, how to take advantage of it, and three, why I won't be seen in my next weekly video. I will make a comment and pin it for everybody to see about like what is missing from it. But here's a quick rundown of all the surprise content that has come out recently in Pokemon Go that you should be taking advantage of. This is Go with LO1. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the return of spotlight hours. They were removed last season, and I guess due to popular demand, they're being brung back with a slight twist, but pretty much the same core concepts. If you're new to Pokemon Go and don't know what a Spotlight Hour is, so basically it was every Tuesday at 6 to 7 p.m. We would get 1 hour where one Pokemon would spawn everywhere. So kind of like a community day, but like a little worse because they usually didn't weren't shiny boosted. They don't have backgrounds and stuff like that, but it was still a fun weekly event to play, and I'm glad it's back. So now I'll pull up and show you the rest of June, what it looks like. So, the June spotlight hours are going to be on the 18th and the 25th. Starting with the 18th, which is going to be Swinub. Um, it's shiny. It's shiny is in the game. It's not shiny boosted, so you're really gonna have to grind this event and kind of lucky to get some. But it's 2x catch candy, so if you have a bunch of pinat berries, you should be able just to go hog wild in this event and just have millions. Maybe not millions, but um, this is a very good one. I think this is probably the best one because Mamoswine is a great Pokemon, and Piloswine has some PvP relevance as well. And it's like Shadow Mamoswine is crazy. Regular Mamoswine is like a top ice type attacker, with the Shadow being like even better. So I think this is a great event to grind. And it's only 1 hour, so it's not too big, too much time out of your day. So the rest of them aren't really as PvP and PvE relevant, but Wingull on the 25th will be 2x Stardust on catch, and I do like it shiny. I think it's pretty simple. So I am going to try to get it. So I don't think this one's as good as Swinub, but it's still a pretty cool Pokemon. It's cool shiny, and I'll also be playing this one. So peeking into July, the first one will be on the 2nd, which is going to be Pidgey, which is 2x Evolution XP. And this is kind of cool because some Pokemon like Pidgey, instead of costing 25 to 50 candy for its first evolution, it only costs, I believe, 12, unless they've changed that. So basically, if you just catch a bunch of Pidgey on peanut berries, wait to the last 10 or so minutes of the event, pop a lucky egg, and then just do a bunch of evolutions, you could probably get a pretty handful of XP. Which I'm going to do, and I recommend that anybody who's lower level and would like to level up does do this because it's very easy. Um, and so on the next one will be on July 16th, which will be showcasing Zubat, which is 2x catch XP. The the XP implications aren't as good because it's throughout the entire event, and to really take advantage of it, you would need like multiple lucky eggs. But even one and just grinding out, if you can find like a condensed area of them, I still think it's worth it. So you'll start to notice that the dates aren't exactly every Thursday. I think there's, I don't know, a little discrepancy in this, but on July 23rd, we'll get Eevee, who has 2x evolution candy. So I recently learned that when you evolve Pokemon, apparently you get candy for them. I didn't know that. And then July 30th will be Bidoof, which is 2x transfer candy. So this will be a good time to empty out your storage and clear out anything that you've been either A, too lazy to do, or have just been waiting for a 2x on transfer candy. So taking a complete 180, we're going to go look at the new Choose Your Path events. So we've had a couple of these in the past, but now non-event weeks will have dedicated path events to them, including catch, exploring, and battling bonuses. So the first one will be June 17th with Fossil Run. It'll run from 10 a.m. local until Sunday the 21st at 8 p.m., which is, other than the dates, the time is ditto to the rest. So on the 30th through July 3rd, we will have Charged Embers. On Tuesday, July 28th until Monday, August 3rd, we will have the Fairy Trail. And Tuesday, August 11th until Monday, August 17th, we will have Venom and Vines. I think this is a great way to know kind of like when your dead periods in Pokemon Go will be. Um, and so, because we know now there's nothing going on between the June 17th and June 21st, which is not really true because on June 20th we have like Fridgeback's Community Day, but now we know there's not like an overwhelming event going on. So I will probably be choosing the catch bonuses, because just for the Community Day bonuses, because I do plan on catching my fair share of Fridgebacks. If you're curious about how to play that event, I do have a video posted, so I do recommend going to watch that. I think it goes pretty in depth, and I feel like it has everything you can need. But speaking of catching a lot of Pokemon, so there's a new free game auto catcher that some players are being like tested. Like only some players have it, and like so basically it just mimics a Go Plus or Go Plus Plus. And currently Go Pluses range upwards of like 120, 130 USD. They're so expensive. But it's a new limit tested feature, so only a few players have seen it, and there's not really a way for like me or you just to have it pop up on our screen. And the ranges I have seen are between 35 and 80. So like it'll either catch 35 Pokemon for you per day or spin 35 stops for you per day. I mean, it can do both, but it's like the ranges that have shown for people is 35 to 80. And it only uses regular Pokeballs, kind of like a regular Go Plus. But like with a Go Plus Plus, you can press a button to have it manual catch and use Great Balls or Ultra Balls, whereas this will only use regular balls. So for the last thing I wanted to talk about is going to be the 10th anniversary party. It'll be from July 4th at 10 a.m. until Monday, July 6th at 8 p.m. local. So a pretty short event. But the bonuses are very good. So you're going to get 4x XP from catching Pokemon, 4x Stardust from catching Pokemon, and there'll be event themed Pokemon spawning in the wild, which will be shiny boosted. I don't know the exact odds yet, but I'll be sure to dive into that later. Um, Gimmingle, holding a 10th anniversary coin, like the previous year, may have a special background. Coin bags can spawn shiny Gimmingles, kind of like how during the Steeled Resolve event, we were able to get Meltans that were also shiny. So some more information about the anniversary party is that the wild encounters we have will have like Pikachu wearing a K-Cat, Eevee wearing a K-Cat, and Wurmple wearing a party hat, and more. All three of those are shiny eligible, so be on the lookout for that. We'll get new field research. It'll be event themed with exclusive Pokemon from that said research. And so we're also getting 3 Pokemon that can learn their legacy moves via evolution, being evolving Ivysaur into Venusaur to let it know Frenzy Plant, Wartortle into Blastoise to let it know Hydro Cannon, and Charmeleon into Charizard to let it know Blast Burn. Because of those 3 being there, I'm going to assume we're also going to be getting the Charmeleon, or Charmander, I guess, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle wearing the party hats, whereas I already have a shiny Charizard with the party hat, but it doesn't know Blast Burn, which kind of sucks. So I kind of lost out there, but do evolve any of those 3 if you have them waiting to be evolved, because they will learn their legacy move in their first slot. So some more stuff is the pay ticket. It'll be $2, and it'll reward a super incubator, a premium raid pass, an encounter with the giving goal with a guaranteed background, and more. On the ride is a picture of the 9th anniversary. So this was the one last year, and I'm assuming it's going to look very similar. Instead of a 9 on the coin, it'll have a 10. I'm probably not going to buy this. I don't think it's. I don't know, it's only $2, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like worth it to me. But use your discrepancy. If it's worth it to you, go ahead. It would be a good collection piece. Speaking of collection, we're getting a new avatar outfit to it's Gimmingool, or I guess it's Goldingo, which is Gimminghool's evolution. And then we're also getting new stickers that you can either pay Pokecoin, real money, or just get them from spinning Pokestops. And that's all for me. I know this was a pretty strange and odd video compared to my usual content. Little whatever the opposite of upbeat is, but I feel like this was some information that I wanted to get across to y'all, and this was the best way I could do it. So I hope you were able to find this helpful, and from now on, everything I post will be updated to this new information. And I hope you have a good one. Thank you for watching.